from Alice, I think. And she's asking about Duo or Snapshot. Now, I've read a little bit about these. I'm not super familiar, but I believe that's a new test that's offered alongside the Casper, where you, rather than typing your answers, you do like a video answer, like sort of like a mini interview, but it's recorded. Can you speak a little bit to that?
Yeah, for sure. So those are very, very, very new concepts. And the Casper has been around for 10, 11 years, so it's very established. A lot of schools know about it, and a lot of schools have integrated that into their admission criteria and admission formulas. The snapshots and the Duo are experiments, basically, right now in their experimental stage, and a lot of schools don't exactly know how they're going to use them in their application process. So now they're asking you to complete them. Not all schools, but some of them are asking you to complete them. And they're going to use those scores in order to see what your scores are and how they correlate to your GPA and MCAT and how they can potentially use them. But let's kind of talk about what they are. So the snapshot is like a mini interview where you have a question flashed on the screen. So what are your strengths? Or if you can travel to any country in the world, where would you go? Or like any kind of like basic interview questions, right? It's more so of the personal type as opposed to kind of the scenario types that you would find in MMIs. And so you have 2 minutes to answer, and 2 minutes, and unfortunately you can't really do a retake. It's only one, and you have to answer in those 2 minutes. And it's a way for schools to kind of get to know you. And it's a bit unclear exactly how schools use it, but this was implemented, I know, last year. And most schools, from what I understand, have taken it more as an experimental approach to it, as opposed to kind of integrating it into their admission process. Now, Duo is another experiment that was introduced this year. And Duo, Casper Duo, or is it Duet? I forget the exact term. I think it's Duet. It's basically where you are trying to be matched with the program based on your values. And the way it's done is it's a very neat concept, actually. You have a list of different concepts, and you have to tell the program what you value more. So do you value diversity or scientific development more? And then asks you, do you value, let's say you chose diversity, and then it's like, do you value diversity or kind of communication support? Or it asks you different values that you're interested in, and asks you to choose one of those two pairs of values. So it's always pairs. So it's like, what do you value more, this or this, this or this, this or this? And what they do is they send the exact same test to the program directors and people involved in the admission programs in school, and they do the exact same test in accordance with their own values. So they can see whether your values are similar to the values of the schools you're applying for. And again, how is this going to be used in the admission process is, again, it's still in the experimental stage, so we don't know. Like Snapshot was just introduced this year. Duo or Duet, I forget the exact term, is introduced this year. So we have no idea still how it is used. And I know, and I've seen some people tell me that they can help you prep for the Duet and stuff like that. And I'm like, how can you prep for something that wasn't even like implemented yet? But hopefully this provides enough of a summary for both.
Okay, we got another question here from Hans about...
If you enjoyed this, click the thumbnail to watch the full video, or visit Student Doctor Network to see the free resources we have available to help you become a doctor.